Hey y'all, it's Lizzie with LizzieandAaron.com, and this is going to be a fun little upcycle project. I'm excited about it and I can't wait to show y'all. So this one's going to be a little different though, because I'm using things that are like scrap things that I had around the house, and you may not be able to find the same things. But let me tell you, there are other options for you, and I'll go through that as we do this project. So I have this piece of a shelf that came out of an old particle board desk, a little particle board desk that I had that we're not using anymore, and I kept like this little piece of wood, okay, this little piece of it. So we're going to use that. We're going to use these, which these were part of drawer tracks in this old dresser that is behind me during most of my lives. The drawers broke. They weren't repairable, but I made Mr. Lizzie save these little drawer track pieces for me. He did trim them down for me so that they would fit. Like I said, you may not be able to find these two things that I'm using, but there are other options for y'all. You could use a canvas for what I'm about to do. You can use paint sticks and stain them this color. You do have options. I'm going to use this cute little sign that I found at the Dollar Tree. It says Our Family. It says Our Family, just the right mix of chaos and love is absolutely perfect for this household. I'm going to use just the paper inside. I'm going to use this piece of scrapbook paper, buffalo check-ish, plaid scrapbook paper. Mod Podge, you can get the matte Mod Podge, but you can get the little things at Dollar Tree. You don't have to buy a big honking thing like this. I've got my white apple barrel paint. I'm going to use that, some scissors, a brush, yeah, so I think that's just about it. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to paint just this edge of my little board, because that's the only part that's going to show. So I'm not going to paint the bottom and the top. You can if you want. I mean, maybe we'll just go ahead and do it, but you don't have to. No, if you're, for me personally, I don't think I have to, but you know, I do want it to be all white, and anything that may show, I want it to be white. So I'm just using the apple barrel paint right here, dipping my brush right into my container. Probably should have poured some out, but leave it to me to be a little bit difficult, or to make things a little bit difficult, rather. So I'm just getting a good little coat on there. Does not have to be perfect. And I'll do the same thing right here on the top and the bottom, covering all the little particle boards so that it blends in. And I've got this side right here too. I've got it facing me. Get that on there. And this is just the apple barrel craft paint from Walmart, acrylic paint from Walmart. Works just fine for this. Okay, I'm good with that. Does not have to be perfect at all. I'm going to take my heat gun and just dry it a little bit here, so that I don't get it everywhere. Mainly so I don't make a mess. We'll make this our back side, so I'm not worried about it running over. So I'm just helping the little edges that I painted dry. Go this way. That's all we're doing right now, is we're just drying some of our little edges here that we painted. Helping it along. My heat gun was a gift, so I can't tell you exactly where it came from, but Erin uses one that she got at Harbor Freight and you can find a heat gun, a nice heat gun at Harbor Freight for under $10. Some people have said that they found them for $9 on sale there. So look at Harbor Freight if you're looking for a heat gun. That's a great place to find one. Otherwise, if you don't want a heat gun, you can just use your hair dryer if you want to help your paint dry. Okay, I'm good. We're going to put our paintbrush over here, though, so I don't make any more of a mess. And I'm going to use this as my, well, let's see. This will be in front. This will work. I've got my sanding block here. And I'm just going to come on my edges and distress it and clean it up a little bit. No big deal. Just a light little clean up. Woo! With my sander. Whoa, that was almost bad. I must not better close that. Okay. So, I'm ready to start, well, let's add these next. Look, I'm doing this as I go. I have an idea in my head, and we're making it happen. So, what we're doing with these little drawer pieces, slider pieces, is we are going to attach them to the top and the bottom of this guy. It literally was like the perfect little thing for this. So, I've got my hot glue gun, and I'm going to stick some glue in here. Like I said, you can do the same thing that I'm doing right now with a canvas. Hear me when I say this. You don't have to have what I'm using. I am using what I have. Materials that I have laying around my house. Maybe you have something that will work. Maybe you don't. But you could use a canvas. You can use paint sticks. There are options for you if you don't have exactly what you see me using. Okay? I promise. There are probably a million different ways you could do the same thing. We like to try to use what we've got. And we like to try to tell y'all to do the same if you can. So I got that top one. Looks like it's on there pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and attach this bottom one. And just putting a good amount of glue on either side. And then stick it down. Got to hold it in place for a second. Get my little excess glue off there. Make sure it's even. But I am holding it so that it stays straight before it dries. So that's going to be the detail on my little board here. Pretty simple. I think it looks cute. I think it looks cute. I really like it. Okay. I'm talking to myself. All right. Well, this whole thing, doing these videos feels like talking to yourself. So nothing new, right? Okay. I am going to go ahead and start on this part. We're going to use this piece of scrapbook paper, and we're going to use the inside part of this. So I just got to take this guy apart and popping those up, and it should be, yep. Okay. It's just like a little piece of paper, and that's what we're going to use. I'm going to put this aside. Look, this would be great for the little tray project that I did. Let me put this back in the other day. This would be cute to use to make another one of those. So I'm going to save this guy because I can use him for something else. And I'm just going to put that aside. So I want this. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Look how cute. This is where I'm going with it, okay, y'all? I'm going there, and I think it's going to be adorable. Here's the deal, though. Since I don't want to waste all this paper in the center, so what I did was I took my pencil, and I already did this. I traced around, I found where I wanted it to be, and I traced around my little piece of paper here. Now, I'm just going to put this aside, because it's kind of in the way for this part. I've got a little paper cutter dealy here. And I see my lines. I'm going to take my little X-Acto knife, and I'm coming in side from my lines here. Oh, not too far, but I'm just a little ways. And I am going to follow along, and it doesn't matter if it's straight because it's going to be hidden. I'm turning this guy this way. And I'm just going to make sure I stay on the inside of my pencil marks. That's the only rule. If it's not straight, it's not straight. And that's okay. Come up to this one here. I'm concentrating, y'all. Sorry. So I can't cut a straight line to save my life. And you don't really need one for this. But if you did, there's a lot of tips and tricks you can use. I love this little cutter thingy. I don't know where I got it from though. But the brand is Westcott. It's just a good one. It's a good one. All right. So I'm going to save this for another project. And I've got my little piece here that I'm going to use. So I'm going to get my board. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and apply my Mod Podge directly to the back of my scrapbook paper. Got a little foam brush. I'm going to dump it in the lid. And we're going to do the thing. Get me a little bit of, there we go. Mod Podge in there. And then I'm just going to give myself a decent little coat of Mod Podge all around my little piece. Oh, look at me. I glued it down to the board. There you go. It's all right though. So let me pull this back over here and we're going to line it up. Get it as much in the center as we can and go ahead and stick it down. This is going to be so cute. I think it's going to be cute. Cute little kitchen addition. Okay, so right there it needs a little more. And that's going to happen like 9 times out of 10 with your Mod Podge. That's going to happen. You're going to find some edges where you need to come back through and glue it down a little bit better. Almost always on the edges. All right. Okay, so now I'm ready for my little Dollar Tree, the inside of my little Dollar Tree sign. Just like this. And this time I am, so you see where I'm going with this? Look at how cute that is, y'all. So this time I'm just going to put my Mod Podge directly on here. Listen, you guys, and I can still see my pencil marks because I stayed inside. Remember I told y'all I went inside just a little bit. So I can still see my pencil marks where I measured out to cut my piece of paper. So, and the reason I did it that way was because this is kind of thin and I was afraid I was gonna tear it if I put it directly on the paper. So I've got it down and I'm just gonna smooth it out. Smooth it out. I got a little schmutz right there, but this is a little bit of a glossy piece of paper, so it came right off. It's like kind of a poster board material, actually. There it is, y'all. That simple. How cute is that? I need to add a little extra on my corners to make sure that they're glued down. And oh, this edge all right here needs a little bit of extra to make sure it's good. How adorable is that? I think that turned out super cute. So let me show y'all my little sign for the kitchen. How cute is that? So I took the inside of that board, or the inside of that picture from Dollar Tree. I have some scrapbook paper on the edges. I used a shelf, an old shelf, and some drawer runner thingies. I don't even know the official name for them, for the edges. But there you go, y'all. There's my cute little sign for the kitchen. And I so appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Make sure that you're following us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We have a Pinterest, y'all. We have all the things. And make sure you're following along on our website, LizzieandAaron.com. Thank y'all so much. Bye.